All right, so boom, check it out. You know, one of the things that would annoy me is like when your taste buds and your lifestyle don't align with your budget. So your palate says that you want to eat Cheesecake Factory and Eddie V's, but then your wallet is saying, sir, you need to go ahead and eat what's in the freezer. So what I'm gonna do is show you how you can finesse some ramen into a low-key gourmet meal. Let's go ahead and hop off into the recipe. First things first, what we're gonna do is cook our boneless, skinless chicken thighs in our skillet right here, and I'm just gonna line it lightly with some olive oil or whatever oil you have. If you have spray, that's cool too, whatever works. So we're gonna preheat our skillet on about a medium high heat, just depending on your stove, while we go ahead and season up our chicken. All right, let's get it. So what we're gonna do is season up our boneless, skinless chicken thighs. All right, so that's 2.5 pounds roughly. Just depending on how many people you're gonna feed. Do less or more chicken thighs. All right. So with this, go about a tablespoon roughly. Smoked paprika has no salt in it, so I mean you'll be fine. That's just gonna pick up your flavor a little bit. Then we're gonna add in some onion powder. It doesn't really matter the brand too much. Get whatever onion powder you have. Now with onion powder, it can carry. It can carry quite a bit, so don't overdo it. All right. So again, about a teaspoon and a half roughly. And we're gonna get some garlic powder. All right, so garlic powder, again, this is flavor, but it's not gonna overly salt your food. And then last but not least, garlic pepper. Go ahead and mix your seasonings on around, or you can go ahead and flip them over and season the backside, but I just say mix them by hand, which will be good enough. Great. So now we're gonna go ahead and go over and start our chicken thighs. All right, skillet's smoking, it's ready, it's hot and bothered and ready. Go ahead and lay it down away from you. Now, depending on your stove, we're gonna let this cook for 8 to 10 minutes each side. Medium to medium high heat, like I said, depending on your stove. Real important here, what I want you to do, go ahead and take this packet right here. While the chicken's finished, we're gonna go ahead and get our noodles ready because we're gonna microwave these to save on time. If you wanna boil them, that's your business, but we're trying to save on time. Take that packet out of the thing, and then just simply throw that thing in the garbage because literally, you don't need it. We're gonna go ahead and season this, we're gonna season up the water ourselves. All right, so here, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to boil our eggs. I got a rolling boil with a pot, of course. You're gonna go ahead and just set your eggs in. So that's what we want. We want those marks, okay? We want those sear marks on our chicken thighs once we flip them. So go ahead and flip the chicken thighs just like so. Use whatever you got up in your kitchen. If it's a spatula, use a doggone spatula. It don't too much matter as long as this is edible, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and let that go for another 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, eggs are done, all right? What we're gonna do is immediately dump the hot water out and then shock it by immediately putting cold water into this pot, all right? Now, what we're gonna do is take our chicken thighs off. You see that sear? Beautiful, yes sir, yes sir. Take them on off. And we're gonna just rest these on our cutting board while we heat up our noodles, okay? Y'all, so check it out. What we're gonna do, now you can use whatever brand of ramen that you want. This is the brand that I'm using, Sapporo Ichiban. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I apologize if not. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just add that on in to your bowl. Like I say, if you wanna go ahead and cook this stovetop and boil it, be my guest. Ain't no award for that. But if you like me and you wanna save on time, check it out. Check it out, you see the directions? That's all you gotta do. Okay, if you're a little bit nervous with a knife, let me tell you. The sharper the knife, typically the more careful you're gonna be, which means you're gonna have better efficiency. Anyway, what we're gonna do, get a knife, go ahead and get your fingers kind of like tucked, or you can just put them at the edge here, and just press down. Press down and make a slice, however thick or thin you want it, all right? And you can cut it, like I say, however you want to, because we're gonna lay this over the top of the noodles and everything. because our noodles just finished. Bam. Cut as many thighs as you want, and that's it. So this is our finished bowl of ramen before we mix everything. So you get some tongs, whatever you need to go ahead and just break it on up. So the noodles are still kind of cooking, by the way. That's why I take it out at 3 minutes, because, you know, like, the water's still hot. If you want to drain out some of the water, be my guest. This is your dish at the end of the day, all right? You'd be surprised. If nothing else, we're going to add some garlic powder. So just add about a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half, whatever works for you. You already knew we was finna add onion powder. Don't act surprised. Boom. You're going to add in some soy sauce. By the way, this soy sauce is light on sodium, so if you want the full-fledged soy sauce, be my guest, you know? Boom. Add in some Worcestershire. I believe that's how you say it, or Worcester sauce. So some smoked paprika. We was looking for you, buddy. We were looking for you. So add in some smoked paprika, just a little bit to liven up the color there. Then just add a pinch of some chicken bouillon, because the salt in that carries. Now, I like mine spicy, so we're going to add a little bit of crushed red pepper. Go easy on that. Boom. Then you're going to add in some pickled ginger. Set our pickled ginger in. We're going to mix it around. We're going to add in a little bit more, too, by the way. 2 teaspoons of some minced garlic, or 2 small kitchen spoons, whatever you choose to call it. All right, so remember our eggs, right? So we take our egg, we've already shocked it to keep it from cooking, because we almost want this slightly undercooked, slightly. So we're gonna go ahead and crack this, and do what you will with your shells. Some people actually use them, and that's not really my thing. But go ahead and bust this on open. Take that however you want. Also, forgot to mention, we're gonna add in some chopped up onions. You can dice them as finely. You can cut them as finely as you like. Whatever floats your boat. So we're gonna set your eggs in. Doesn't really matter where you put them, because ultimately, main thing, you just wanna set them on the side. And take your chicken, lay it in. Slide it on in the bowl. Add a little bit more ginger. This is your prerogative here. You don't have to add it, but I like ginger. Now here, this part is a little flexible. So I got some fresh parsley. Just go ahead and make it look all pretty. And there's our dish. So let's go ahead and eat now. And you wanna know what's crazy about this? All it took was $10 to make all this. And you can feed at least 3 people. So look, go ahead and get a recipe a try. Thank you for watching, and I will catch y'all on the next episode. And you already know the vibes. Yes, Lord.